So how is our service here compared to England, like with our hospitals and all that?
Well, you had no hospital here. You had no dentist. You had no resources like that here at all. What is kind of interesting and has been kind of lost in the historical picture is you actually had a fly-in doctor service that came to Vavenby, which most people don't realize. There was a doctor who would come to Vavenby every couple of weeks, and he would own a medical clinic in Sylvain Graffunder's house on a Saturday afternoon on an on-and-off basis, and of course none in the winter whatsoever.
So once every 2 weeks?
Yeah, if you were fortunate. So everything had to go through Kamloops, or your pharmacy had to go through Kamloops. So what was very common in the town at that time is if you were going to Kamloops on a Saturday, you'd get all these orders to pick up. Can you go to this drugstore? Kit's Pharmacy was renowned for supplying medicine to people in Clearwater. People would phone in for their prescriptions. That was part of what you did as a community. You'd pick up different people's prescriptions. When you came back to town, you would just drop them off so you could help people out.
So you said that the road was iffy at best. How long did it take to go to Kamloops in 1966?
Then it would have taken about an hour and 3/4. It wasn't as bad as the goat trail that had existed 10 years before. They were currently pushing Highway 5 through when I came here. It was paved to Avola, but it wasn't paved past Avola, and there were no bridges going through to the Alberta border.
On the other side.
Mm-hmm.
How many people lived here then when there was no doctors and it happened?
Almost as many as live in here now, because the mills and those companies hired a lot more people then because you didn't have fellow bunchers, so it took 10 people in the woods to do what one job is today. So the population was about the same. Actually, the population exploded in about 1971 when Weyerhaeuser decided to move into Clearwater.
And you said when you moved in there were 4 mills? Which were they?
Well, there was the mill at what we call Camp 2 now, where the Eco Depot is. There was the mill, the planer mill, was down on the flats where the septic lagoons are. There was a mill in Vavenby, a large mill, and then there was one in Avola, so we took care of all those.
And was that Clearwater Timber Products?
No, not all of them were Clearwater Timber Products. In fact,
that one was in the flats, was it?
Both Camp 2 and the flats were CTP, yeah, Clearwater Timber, and the one in Vavenby, run by Mr. Kapustensky at that time.